Dunn, CEO of MD Marketing Network, founder of DunnWisdom, and the candidate for Lauderhill City Commission seat number 2. So we are continuing with Lauderhill Philanthropy Week. Earlier in the week, we spoke with Children's Services Council of Broward County, who is one of the larger nonprofit funders in our area, based right here in Lauderhill. Yesterday, we spoke with Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, again, based in Lauderhill. And today we are speaking with a church leader who has really taken his ministry to the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Pastor Patrick Jackson. Good morning, sir.
Well, pleasant, great morning, Lady Melissa Dunn. I'm so honored to be here upon this morning and honored to have the opportunity to greet your platform, Natasha, who has been able to set all of these things up as well under your guidance, and to your entire staff, your entire team, to the Lauderhill community and all of the surrounding communities of Broward County, Palm Beach, and those that are listening far and near. It is a great joy to be with you upon this morning, and I'm doubly honored.
Thank you, sir. So I'm so happy to see that you're out in the field doing the work of the people. Thank you for all that you do. Could you tell us a little bit about you and your mission? And then later on, I want to hear a little bit more about your organization.
I'll be honored to do that. I'll try to keep my comments as brief as possible, but with clarity. Once again, such an honor to be here. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and grew up in a place known as East St. Louis, Illinois. And I'm grateful for all that the Lord has done in my life. I'm a proud senior son. My mother calls me of a single mother who's a mother of 3. I'm grateful for my mother and my father. When they met in high school, they didn't abort the seed. And 40 plus years later, it is here that the Lord has led my path. I have been now here in South Florida for a total of 8 years. And I'm very transparent in my life story. I'm in a great place now, but in the course of those 8 years that I've been here in South Florida, I have a saying that in order to get to it, you got to go through it. So in the course of my 8 years, I have been through much. I am no longer the victim of anything that I have experienced, but I'm now completely in total living in victory, and I'm the victor. And so in order to get to it, you got to go through it. So in going through it, in my 8 years of being here in South Florida, I have been homeless more than once, but I have been able to recover. I have been locked up in the Broward County Jail for over a year, been able to recover from all of that. I've lost many things in the course of the 8 years, not the victim, but total the victor. Been on probation for over a year, not the victim. Been in anger management, past that. Been Baker Act more than once, more than twice by local authorities. Was told to the governor that I was a threat to society and that they had to remove all weapons, though I didn't have any weapons. And so I have been painted as something as being an unproductive citizen here in the state of Florida because of serving my country as a United States Marine, having a little size on me, standing up for what I believe is right. And also because of the reality is because of one of the hardest jobs in America is being a black man in America. So, but in the midst of all of that, I'm not the victim. I'm living in total victory. And so it is my desire for the rest of my life, as long as I live, to give back to humanity, all walks of life, all, not just veterans, not just men, not just blacks, but all of humanity that are hurting, that no one wants to be involved with. I believe I have a saying that the new law of the land is this, called the love law. The love
Mm.
law is the new law of the land. And in conjunction with that, I always end mostly that love wins. Above anything else that we can do in society is love one another. And love has a way of healing all things. And so I know I've already been long winded already, so I want to pause and give space to you. And thank you once again for this opportunity.
So I hear you talk about a very tumultuous journey in South Florida. Hey, Miss Joy, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in as always. I hear you, Pastor, talk about a very tumultuous journey since you've been here in South Florida. What's the one lesson that experience taught you?
That one lesson is understand this. That I didn't understand all of the things that I had to experience and go through. I didn't know the purpose or the cause because I simply, 8 years ago, I got on an Amtrak train from South Florida because I heard God says he had need of me here in South Florida. I came to a place that I had never been before. I didn't have a phone number to anyone, didn't have a job, didn't have a place to live. All I had was my faith and believing that what God said that he had need of me, not understanding that then, but all I heard was green lights in my spirit and there was go. And so I came, and in the midst of all of those things, I've been able to maintain my faith in God. And now I'm answering the call. I'm walking in purpose. I'm walking in will. I'm no better than anyone else. And so the ultimate thing that I've learned through this entire experience is in order, I continue to say it, in order to get to where you're supposed to be in life and fulfilling your purpose and fulfilling your calling, understand, I'll say this, you don't understand, many don't understand the price of your all or the price of what you've had to experience, but they may see me now smiling and happy and things of that nature, but there's been a price that has had to be paid. And I'm grateful that God counted me worthy to experience all that I have experienced.
So tell us about your nonprofit. You are now, having experienced homelessness yourself, you're now helping people who are currently experiencing homelessness, correct?
That is absolutely 100%. It gives me a great joy to serve humanity. It gives me great passion to do it. Many will see that on social media that we do that. And I want to be clear, we're not doing it to make ourselves famous. But we're doing it with a purpose when we do recordings and things of that nature. And so I want to make everyone clear that, yes, we at Camp Victory Resorts, we daily, we go and feed the homeless. We're literally going to be doing that on today. We provide water and clothing. But I want you to understand this, providing food and providing water, a few bucks here and now, those are nice things to do. However, it is not the end of the story. And so there's so much more that is required that needs to be done. And so not everyone can do it, but I've been anointed to do what I've been called to do here in South Florida and to make a difference in the lives of humanity. So with that being said, we have gathered a board of directors, and in the midst of a pandemic, God has given us a pandemic. He's given us a plan during the pandemic. And so we have been pursuing Camp Victory Resorts for the homeless since 2018, getting it properly structured. And so by the grace of God and through great people, great networking, individuals that are right in the city of Lauderhill, we have great men and women in the city of Lauderhill. And so through a great friend by the gentleman by the name of Ray Morton, he referred me to a young lady by the name of Elaine Caprion of Caprion Associates right in Lauderhill. And through that leadership, we have been able to successfully establish a nonprofit known as Camp Victory Resorts Homeless. What normally takes anywhere from 6 months to a year to get established, the Lord has blessed us. We put our paperwork forward through the IRS in the spring of 2020. In less than 90 days, we have been fully accredited with a nonprofit, tax deductible, our EIN number. And so we are legal to receive donations, contributions, and we're proceeding forward to establish Camp Victory Resorts for the homeless. And we desire to not have a shelter. We desire not to have temporary housing, but we desire for the rest of our lives to have permanent housing to house the homeless in like a military structure where we would build a city called Camp Victory Resorts for the homeless because love wins.
Love wins. Love wins. And so it sounds to me like you're in the startup phase of your organization. So right now, you are currently offering what services? You're providing clothing and water, you say? And then the future vision is to build these military style housing facilities.
That is 100%. We are in the very much startup phase, though we have been going tarrying now for 2 years in this project. So we physically have in Oakland Park area, we have a boutique store called Camp Victory, and there we have clothing for men, women, boys, and girls, all sizes, shoes, toilet paper, canned goods. We also have furniture there, from beds, from refrigerators, because in my personal owned business, which is called the Yes You Can Men, we provide a great services to the community as well in our entrepreneurship. And so we combine all of that together. And so we have a facility that anyone right today, they can call me today. I'll stop what I'm doing. They say they need some diapers for their baby. They need some canned goods. They're in need of they're getting ready to get out of jail, and they need a suit for a probation officer for their next job. We will bring these items to you also, if at all possible. So we are honored to do what we're doing. So we have a facility that the less fortunate, the homeless, can come and receive donated items totally free. Many of the items are brand new shoes. I mean, from the size of a size 2 all the way to a size 24. We have shoes, socks, clothes, blankets. It's all free. And so we provide that out of the kindness of our hearts, in addition to feeding the homeless, in addition to providing services. In addition to that, we are a company called Yes You Can Men, where we employ those that are less fortunate, and really targeting men as a whole to help them to become better citizens in our community.
I love that. I love that you are not only providing services to the homeless, but you're also providing a means of them to become self-sustaining by helping them to get a job. That's amazing, Pastor. What's a phone number that people can call if they want to either donate or receive the items?
Understood. It's my personal cell phone, and the world knows it, and it's fine. It is 786-702-6525. 786-702-6525. That is the number. While I'm on the interview, I ask you not to call right now. However, you are welcome to call me out of respect. I would say up until about 6 o'clock any day, Monday through Saturday. From 10 a.m. to 6, you can dial that number. Unless you just absolutely had an emergency, you can call after that time. But we try to be responsible because I'm also a business owner. I'm out taking care of clients. I have employees that are throughout this region that I have to check on throughout the course of the day. But we make ourselves available through the personal cell phone, 786-702-6525. If I may provide my email address as well. My email address.
So we have the cell phone number going at the bottom of the screen right now, you guys. So you can also text the pastor. That's a good, he responds very well to texting. Go ahead with the email address, Pastor Johnson.
Email address is the word action, ACTION, an additional N, then the word pack, PACK, at yahoo.com. We can receive those things there. Also, with your permission, I wait for that. We also have a P.O. box in Lauderhill where you can send your tax deductible donations legal, and we are accounted for it. We can send you out a receipt. We have that information readily available for also, Mrs. Dunn.
Do you have a website yet, or are you still developing that?
the website, the simple answer is is in the process of being built because we're going through a grant writer right now. And so with all of that being said, they're writing our template as we're speaking for all of the proper things that we're going to need for our website. So therefore, we will be in accordance so that we can receive the financial contributions from government that we're going to need as a whole. So that is a work in progress, and we will have that up before the end of the year.
Oh, fantastic! Because that's a great way. Like to just go online and press the button to make a donation. So sorry about that. I swear, people know I'm on the show at 9 o'clock and they call me during this time. Yeah, so please, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want you to, if homelessness is an issue that's important for you, it's important for us to consider supporting an organization that is doing the work already. And you've heard from Pastor Jackson. He has a facility. They are in need of items to be donated to them. So please do reach out to him. We have the number and the email address there for you to connect with him directly for the donations. And in addition to that, if you know anybody that's in need, they can be referred to him too, because it sounds to me like you are up and running, actually doing the work already while you get the marketing things in place. Is that right, Pastor? I'm happy to hear that you have so much support from the Lauderhill community already and from the community throughout South Florida to ensure that you have exactly what you need. Hey, Joy. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Love wins. That's so true, Miss Crawford. 100%. It's all about love. All right. Can you hear me, Reverend Jackson?
100%. I'm able to hear you.
All right. So now I'm having a little technical difficulty. Anytime somebody calls me, the volume gets affected for me. So, Reverend, if you would just share with us your final word of wisdom, please.
I want to share with all, first of all, to be mindful that beautiful Melissa Dunn, running for Lauderhill Commissioner, seat number 2. I want you all to remember that name and continue to monitor all that she does throughout the community and all of her passion and all that she does to give back to community, especially to the residents of Lauderhill. Remember her name for November the 3rd, 2020. And seat number 2, Lauderhill. Let's go, Melissa Dunn. First of all, I want to express my complete gratitude and such a humility way of giving us this opportunity to share with a national audience. We wish this morning show continued success, and whatever we can do here in this South Florida region to help humanity, know that we are not ones that say what we should do. We are the individuals that are doing it, and we are about taking action and changing the lives one life at a time. If we could be of assistance, of help to you in any format, whether it's from our church, whether it's from Camp Victory or our personal business, we would be honored to help you and to assist you. We're very transparent. And one thing that my grandmother taught me as a little boy, and I live by, if you can't give your word, you can't give nothing at all. So we believe in giving our word. And if we say that we're going to be there and show up, know that we will be there and we will be responsible. And we look forward to doing greater things. And whatever you can do in your life, make sure that you're always at a point where you're giving back to community and to society. Know this, I respect each of you. Know this, I love you. I look forward to learning more from you, and reach us. And if you would like to make a contribution to Camp Victory Resorts for the Homeless, reach me directly. Also, you can send checks if you choose to 7860 West Commercial Boulevard, Unit 125, Lauderhill, Florida, 33351. Made out to Camp Victory Resorts for the Homeless. I love you, and the Lord loves you the greatest. Love wins. Thank you, Melissa. Let's rock and roll. The DunnWisdom Morning Show. Melissa Dunn, November the 3rd, 2020. Let's go.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor Jackson. I know that you'll be hearing from the community. I want to thank you again for all of your hard work. Continue to do the work of the people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, I encourage you to support. Now, we have been very intentional this week in focusing on nonprofits during Lauderdale Philanthropy Week. On Monday, you met a large agency that funds several nonprofits throughout Broward County. And then on Tuesday, you met a local nonprofit in Lauderdale who serves cities around the county. And then today, you met a church-based nonprofit who is doing the work, and he's at a startup phase in this organization, right? So I want you to see that you have a lot of opportunities for you to give as an individual. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. You don't have to have Bill Gates' money to be a philanthropist. $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, or you can really give of your time, and that really will make you a philanthropist. And so it's important for you to choose an organization that you're going to give to that is in alignment with the thing that you believe is important, something that you're passionate about, and make sure that you understand the stage that the organization is in so that you can really fit your skill set and or your dollars into that organization. Now, tomorrow during Talk to Coach Dunn Thursday, I'm bringing back Kim Anthony out of Los Angeles with the Urban Philanthropy Institute. For those of you who have been following the show faithfully, you might remember Kim from an earlier episode. She has been, throughout her career, a successful blessing to nonprofit organizations, helping them to raise over $25 million cumulatively. So Kim and I will be having a conversation, walking us through the process of how to start a nonprofit and then how to really make that nonprofit grant ready, right? So that's tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're going to be visiting Harold's Men's Fashion, where he is a for-profit company who has been a very strong philanthropy partner in the South Florida market, particularly in Lauderdale. All right, so join us, stick with us for Lauderdale Philanthropy Week. Giving and receiving is indeed an important part of being abundant. And so as we receive, it is equally as important for us to give. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Melissa Dunn, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Remember, be kind and loving to yourself.